What's going on, you guys? Josh here, and I'm going to give you my most anticipated hip-hop and R&B albums of 2017. Let's get it started. Starting off with Canada's own Drake, Mr. Aubrey, with More Life. Views was not that great to me. There was probably 2 or 3 tracks I could take away from it. It was an all-around album. It gave you the dance, it gave you the pop, it gave you the sad boys, the heartbeats, the hard knock beats, but yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of approach he'll take this time. I'll be looking forward to that. Coming up next, we have Joey Badass with AABA, coming off of his debut album Before the Money, which was still a pretty cool album, and like the creativity of his title was actually pretty genius. Mr. Boom Bap himself, leader of the Pro Era. Rest in peace, Capital Steez. Good music, solid bars. I listened to Devastated a while ago. That's his lead single. We'll see how it goes from there. Hopefully it'll be better than his last project. Coming up next, we have the Good Music Click with Cruel Winter. Cruel Summer was 4 years ago, which was a pretty decent album to me, and I'm looking forward to this one just to see what kind of approach they'll have to it. I wonder if it's gonna be the complete opposite of Summer, so it'd probably be like a darker type vibe. But yeah, that was actually a pretty good album. New Godflow was my favorite joint off that project. Branching off of the Good Music list, Kanye West with Turbo Grafx 16? I don't even know what that is. I looked into it and it was like some old ass video console that was way before my time, but it would have been cool if he, you know, Nintendo 64, that would have been pretty cool. I'm curious. I kind of want a TurboGrafx 16 now. Pretty cool to say, hey, what's up, man? You want to come by? I got a TurboGrafx 16. Coming up next under the Good Music Click, we have Pusha T with King Push. That is going to be an amazing album. I heard the prelude that released December of 2015, and if he delivers the same type of feel as he did with Prelude, then I think I'm gonna like this one. The third member of Good Music that I'm looking forward to is Big Sean's I Decided. That was announced earlier this year, or was it last year? I don't remember, but it was announced, and off of his 2 singles, pretty cool. He was going into, you know, the mainstream trap type route. I don't know why people don't like him. It might be his voice. My favorite projects from him were Detroit, Dark Sky Paradise, and Finally Famous Volume 3. That's how I kind of got into the Big Sean fan phase. I think he's really, really good, actually. I enjoy his music, and hopefully he'll deliver with this one. Moving on to Mr. Logic. Mr. Logic, Mr. Consistent, Mr. I drop a project every single year, Mr. Half Black, Half White, Mr. I Got Bars, Rat Pack, All Day. Logic. His title is Africarian. That's pretty genius. Africa and Aryan. I wonder what kind of concept he'll come up with this time. It's pretty exciting to hear. I love his music. I love his flow. I love his bars. He's very clever with it. I love the samples that he uses. He is not only an amazing rapper, but he's also a producer, and he makes great music. Travis Scott is also expected to drop something big this year with another album, and it's called Astro World. I don't know if that's related to anything like Astro Boy or the Astro Sneakers or that Astro. My favorite project is Birds in the Trap, and then second would have to be Days Before Rodeo, and then Alfaro. It's always good to have his music bump in the whip, especially at the gym. That'll get you pumped up. Moving over to the R&B genre, I'm looking forward to the songwriter Sampha. Apparently he had some type of hype. I read it up on Complex, and apparently he has written songs for Frank Ocean. He's worked with Drake and Kanye West, and just those 3 are already big names, and I'm, you know, that is fairly in the mainstream. So I'm looking forward to his album. I mean, I don't know what to expect coming up, but you know, it's something I'm gonna keep an eye on. So coming up next, we have the First Lady of TDE, SZA, or SZA, or SZA. But anyway, she's coming out with an amazing project. I already know it's amazing. Her last project was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. And that's just something that I'm going to be looking forward to. And she just has that type of music where you just want to roll in your bed naked. Keeping it within the TDE family, we have J-Rock coming out with another album. Hopefully it'll be just as good as 90059. I love that project to death. I play it front to back. I have no problems with it. That collab with Kendrick was amazing. The Black Hippie joint was amazing. Take a look back into that. You won't be disappointed. Schoolboy Q is coming with another project. That is something that I'm going to be looking forward to as well. I'm going to be just as excited. I'm pretty sure he's written these bars and these songs the same time Blank Face LP was being created, and I feel like this might be leftovers, but this could be a different approach. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Blank Face was in my top 10 albums of the year last year, and he has never disappointed. I mean, he's given us Habits and Contradictions, Setbacks, Blank Face. What's that project in 2014? Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oxymoron, obviously. How could I forget? Jeez, I even have the album over here. Oxymoron, great album. I can't believe I forgot the title. That's kind of embarrassing, actually. YG with Just Read Up 3. Still Brazy was a crazy album. I hope it's good. And Freddie Gibbs and Madlib return with Bandana. Now, if you haven't listened to Freddie Gibbs and Madlib's project Pinata, you should go back and listen to it, because that is a great hip-hop album. I guess the only issue I had with it was, the sound quality of it. It sounded raw, which was pretty cool, but at the same time, you kind of want that CD quality. I don't know, maybe I'm just tripping, you guys. I have Jay-Z. I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan, but we'll see what he does with this. It could be a response to Beyonce's Lemonade. I haven't listened to Beyonce's Lemonade. I only heard the Kendrick track, and even that was halfway decent. If Jay-Z pulls out a good record and it's a response to Lemonade, then I will give Beyonce another listen. Wheezy, Lil Wayne, Young Moolah, Tunchi. I can't wait. Just kidding. I'm not the biggest Wayne fan. I'm not as crazy as these other guys are. But apparently he's coming out with 3 albums, the Carter 5, I don't know the other 2, but it's on his Twitter. I'll post it like right here. He's the type of rapper that, he's like one of those punchline rappers that get you laughing. Here, I'll give you an example. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Wheezy F baby. The F stands for phenomenal. I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy. I make her take this dick like advice. These guys think they hard. They just nipples. I'm so hot. I need more S's. Okay, you guys. I can't go any longer. I mean, this is for you to find out. This is horrible. And it's funny at the same time. I have dream projects that I want to see happen this year, if possible. And the first one is going to be Chance the Rapper and Childish Gambino. They've had amazing collaborations already, from Acid Rap to Royalty, Gambino's mixtape, to Because the Internet. And I'm surprised Gambino didn't have a feature on Coloring Book. But I've been dying to hear a collab again. Those two blend so well together. Whatever they put out, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Number 2 on the dream projects, my wish list for 2017 is a Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole album. They've been teasing this, last year, 2 years ago, and they came out with two songs, Black Friday. They flipping off of each other's instrumentals off of Alright and Tales of Two Cities. They need to pull out a project. I need to hear Kendrick more. I want to hear J. Cole's production more than him rap. J. Cole's not my cup of tea, but he's not horrible. But I'd just rather hear Kendrick spit more. Number 3, the return of 2088, the collab group of Jhené Aiko and Big Sean. If you haven't heard of their first album, go and listen to it. It is amazing. R&B all day. I grew up with R&B. This makes me feel like I'm back in the 90s listening to this. Deja Vu, On the Way. The other 6, oh my goodness. Vince Staples, I heard Prima Donna last year. It was a really good project. I'm looking forward to him drop something this year. I'm hoping that he does. Well, I'm a big Vince Staples guy now, ever since I saw him at the concert along with Danny Brown, ASAP, Rocky, and Tyler. So if he drops something, I'll be looking forward to listen to it. It took me a while to understand his music, but once I got it. Last but not least, Miss No Name Gypsy. She pulled out an amazing mixtape. A 30-minute mixtape. It was great. It was amazing. It was everything I was expecting to hear from No Name. I hope she has a big year this year. I hope she's still making music. I hope she releases an album for me to purchase, because her music is actually worth buying, as well as this man right here, Chance the Rapper. Him. I heard he's also dropping a studio album, and that needs to hit the racks. That needs to be purchasable, you know? I mean, I'm down to go to concerts, but you know, I want something physical. You know, I need the physical copy of it just so I could keep it, because I have a CD collection going on, and I'd love to have one of those. So that's it, you guys. That is my wish list for projects to drop this year, as well as the ones that are confirmed for this year. There's plenty more that are probably coming that I haven't heard of yet, or that we don't know of yet, but music is music. I love music. Music is life. And let me know what you guys are anticipating this year, and let me know how you guys feel about my list. So